Bitcoin and Ethereum. What's its next move? Let's find out in the chart, shall we? Bitcoin came down all the way exactly to the target for my Hail Mary, and then pumped exactly to the point where I take profits. And it was this unbelievable trade, man. It was excellent trade. I'm so happy I took this one, and I did mention it in the last video, right? Like 2 hours ago. I hope you were here to watch that, because man, that was an epic trade. And well, you know what? If you missed that, then we're gonna start looking in this show for another epic trade. Where we're gonna trade this thing all day long, every 2 hours. I'm gonna do a video with some trades, and if you want to be a part of that, you want to see this live on set, right? You have to be a Pandora's Wallet subscriber. You have to own the DJ15 token, and then you will actually be a part of this, right? So definitely check that out, right? My name is Da Vinci Jeremy, and I'm here joined with Inti Campo.
Good morning, people. How are you today?
Everybody is fine, I'm sure, right? But they're excited, they're pumped because, man, the volatility is great, because when Bitcoin is volatile, right, that means there's chance for profit, huge profit, and you just need to know how to trade it, right? And we're going to be talking a little bit about that today, man. We're going to be doing this something different. If you just don't know, if you're just tuning in and you missed the previous show, every 2 hours, I'm going to be doing these videos, and I'm going to be doing short 10-minute videos. It's going to be probably 5 minutes to the hour, because that's when there's the most amount of volatility, is when we're just closing in on the next hour. And yeah, it always seems to happen, right? We're gonna get a lot of volatility, especially now. We're seeing every 5 minutes $1,000 moves.
Oh my god! Oh my god! It was $1,000 move each day, and now it's what, each minute?
Every 5 minutes.
Every 5 minutes. Oh man!
Yeah, just unbelievable. So yeah. We're gonna be seeing what we could do with the market with those every 5 minute $1,000 move. All right, so before we do that, Inti's got a few words to say.
Yes, as I stated before, it's always worth to remind you people that this video is for entertainment purposes only, and this is not financial advice. Please do your own research before putting any of your hard-earned money on the market. And now, let's begin with the show and have fun.
All right, let's do it. Okay, one more thing before we get onto the TA, dudes. Thank you very much for all of a sudden all the quite a bit of the scams comments have disappeared. Keep up the good work. Thank you for messaging the scammers and say, hey, you're a scammer, right? If you're doing that, please continue to do so. I will be checking the messages, and I will be promoting people to mediators so they could delete any of the scam messages and help us out, so that people who are joining this ride, they do not lose out. They do not lose out on this ride, because it's going to be an epic ride. All right. Well, within the time frame that we were talking, right? Within a very short time frame, the market just rolled back over and is coming back down to like frighten the little children. And after this trade, right, I mean, this epic trade just is finished, right? So now it's like, what now? It's rolling back down. It wants to it wants to hurt the people that moved. They got so much pain, thinking that okay, this thing's gonna go higher. It's gonna go higher. That's just the way the market works. It never makes it easy for you, right? And so you have to accept that. Let's take off this trade, because it's over and done with, right? Oops, let's see here. Click on here, delete. There we go. And so it's interesting, right? Because I saw back here, if we go back to the what's it called, spot market, and we go down to the lower time frames, because I saw something very interesting that got my attention. And I noticed right where my Hail Mary got into, there's a 3-to-1 Davo, right, that started right with this candle right here. Let's see here. It ended with that candle. So it's definitely a 3-to-1 Davo, and yeah, it's not is not playing out as well as I'd like it to play out. Looks like it was definitely 2 to 1, but let's just see how if it actually finishes playing out. This is not exactly the trade that I was making. I was making a Hail Mary trade, and yeah, this Stabo trade looks very interesting. I want to see if it actually plays out, but it's not. It's not played. They're not playing nice, right? On the 5 minute, you see, we've broken higher above the 13 EMA, and now we're below the 13 EMA, and so effectively, we most likely might go down. The the uh, the indicators are not oversold, and we're not over bought, but it's indicating that we could have some room for a massive dump should the market decide to do so. Looking at the 15-minute over on Bybit, right? Because that's where you can do the trades. You always make your trades on the exchange that you're going to you're going to always plan your trades on the chart where you're going to actually make the trade. So if it's going to be on Bybit, you trade on. You make sure you do a chart on Bybit. If it's going to be on Femex, make sure you do a chart on Femex. If it's going to be on Bitstamp, you make sure you do the chart on Bitstamp, and you plan your trade there, because the prices are slightly different, and you don't want to get messed up on that, right? Okay. With that said, especially on the lower time frames, this is needed mostly on the lower time frames. All right. With that said, what do we do here? Well, this is not looking good, of course, right? We're creating a crazy M here, and I don't know if this M is going to, if this is really a legitimate M here. It's not the best, right? Because it's very short and shallow. So I don't know if I want to count that one as an M pattern, but it's starting to. It might play out as one. A break of this level means that we're probably gonna break down. If with the colored coins, I never really explained what colored coins are. Basically, they're somebody developed this for me, and it is a mixture of what's it called, the RSI and what's it called, MACD, in order to determine when we're overbought and oversold, and then you can see when the pressure is really on. So when it's white, it's going down heavily. When it's black, when it's red or yellow, it's going up really heavily. Right now, it looks like this market is based on the colored coins alone, right? Because we're not the same color as we were here, that might indicate a little bit of divergence on the colored coin. But yeah, that I wouldn't. I don't trade off of that idea. So, but it just gives me an indication. Hey, you know what? Things are probably not as deadly, as dire as they seem on the price action. That's what it's telling me, right? That's all this the way the colored coins are set up. Now I could take them off, right? The colored coins. Where is it? Where's my colored coins? Oh, there it is. And yeah. And there you go. So you can see the normal red down, green up, red down, green up. Simple, simple display of the chart, right? I know a lot of people are like, "Whoa, man, you got too much going on," but that's the way I like it. All right, you know what? I noticed that that my what's it called? My fibs does not mark the top properly, and I don't know why it's not selecting my fib. Oh, it's because I have this tool on. Okay, there we go. So settings. Where's the 0 line? Did somebody take my 0? Oh, there it is. I must have accidentally typed in something, and that's why it's there. Okay, there we go. Okay, so with that said, it's time to get on to let's take a look at the hourly, actually, because we just got into a new hour, and because I've been blathering on, I knew I couldn't handle taking this to 10 minutes. All right, so we've created a new hour. There's nothing really to say except we're still bearish. It would be nice to get this thing back up above 13 EMA, and then we'll know for sure that this is going higher. Now, before we close off the show, we have to go back to Ethereum Ethereum, again, this is looking really positive, right? Because we've created higher lows, right? Very positive. Oops, and let me just delete that. So as you see, a higher low, higher low, higher low, okay? And so if it continues that trend, we're going to see some W actions here, and yeah, then we're off and popping, right? So we're looking for a nice W, maybe at this level right here at the $1,146. Boom! Once we do that, it's off to the races. I think that's what you should wait for. If just in case if these things break, that's it. It's game over, right? But if it doesn't, well, then it's time to go. It's time to run. Let's just see if this turns into either a W to breakout or a cement. What's it called? A rising triangle here, right? Because that's what it could turn into over the next. On the 15-minute chart, the next, let's see here, up until later on today, around 4 o'clock. Let's see here, yeah, or 6 o'clock. So let's hit to the hourly. Yeah, the hour, because we've got a new hour happening here, and yeah, there is nothing going on. We're still very bearish. We just gotta wait and see if this thing bounces before we can do anything, right? We just need to, you know what? Take our hands off the keyboard, right? Off the buy button. Just don't do it. Go like this. Put it underneath your thigh and sit there and wait for the market to give you a chance, right? Don't do anything, right? All right. So with that said, that's all there is to it. There is no particular trade that I have available for you guys. You could hope and pray off of a bounce here, maybe set your stop loss there, but you know it's kind of risky move, right? Again, you could do the same thing here on Bitcoin, buy it here, stop loss down there at the 78.6, and let it go. Again, risky trade, but it's also a possibility because probably Bitcoin is setting up for exactly the same kind of thing. As Ethereum, right? Just, you know, it's just a little bit different, right? So it could be setting up for a nice upward movement, and this would be a serious position of strength. However, there isn't enough information for us to tell you to say, hey, you know what? This is a decent trade down here, and you should buy this to bring this back up. All right, well, that's all I've got for you guys, right? Thank you for watching, and if you're watching this live, Inti's watching. Inti's here.
Hmm? Yes.
Checking all the questions and that you guys have, right? Everybody that's basically Pandora's Wallet subscriber or is a DJ 15 token holder. So make sure that you're one of those two people. And yeah, if you're on Twitch as well. So yeah, you could always watch this on Twitch for absolutely free.
For free?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well,
they usually don't tell that, right?
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? The thing is, the Twitch is not that really well put together, so you won't know when exactly I'm going to do the show and stuff like that. So
you might as well buy the token.
Exactly. And then you'll know exactly when the show is coming and when's it happening and all that kind of stuff. And you get advance warning and stuff like that. So, yeah. Alrighty. Well, we got to get on to the question and answers. Thank you for watching. I look forward to see you guys in the next 2 hours. Cheers, people. Bye.
Bye.